will be used for the future, so keep that in mind. It's an item that we hope we can use to help in our fundraising in the not too distant future. First off, I'd like to welcome and thank all of you for your time. I'm Bill Gilmer, a member of the Special Gifts Committee of the local United Way. Joining us is a host of United Way leaders that hopefully will shed some light, give us a quick glimpse of just how our United Way operates. We have Brent Gillette, the United Way of St. Clair County's Executive Director. He'll be focusing on some of the challenges this year, especially with the COVID problems that we've had of late, and just why the support of the community is so valued. Cindy Rourke will be with us. She's with the Citizens Review Committee. She'll recap the CRC, tell us just what that committee is all about and how the United Way of St. Clair County is addressing the COVID pandemic. Danny Nagin's on board with us this evening, United Way of St. Clair County's board president. He will give us some indications on how you can help to make this program work. We'll pass it over to Brent, United Way's Executive Director. He'll be continuing now with this forum. Brent?
Thanks, Bill. Appreciate it. And I want to thank everyone online with us tonight or this evening. I want to start with just a brief little history of United Way. You know, United Way has been around, our United Way has been around for 95 years. And the mission has always been the same, and that is neighbors helping neighbors, people taking care of one another. This year, we're having a little bit different type of campaign, and so I want to talk a little bit about this year's goal and this year's theme. The theme this year is Change Starts Here, and we're going to shift a little bit from our normal campaign to a community campaign, where the emphasis is going to be put more on community or citizens' impact. How many people can we help with the gifts and the dollars that are given by our friends and neighbors, as well as how do we connect with those family, friends, and neighbors that are reaching for that helping hand. One of the things that United Way has always been needing in our campaign, and that is volunteers. Volunteers make our dollar, our gift to the community, stretch even further. And we make sure that the help stays connected for the reason that the motivation of every day. When we look at volunteerism, there are some benefits to you as an individual, and that is it helps you stay connected to the community. It gives you an opportunity to talk with other folks, whether you're looking for work or whether you're just trying to fill some time. Being connected is very important. It also gives you a great motivation for each day. Instead of getting up and wondering what you're going to do today, when you volunteer for the United Way and many other health and human service organizations, you have a purpose and a reason for getting up and going out to help other people. It also helps the organization. It keeps the administrative costs down so that we're able to spread that gift even further to provide more services. You may ask if there's challenges this year with the atmosphere of what's going on. And it is. It's very challenging because of the age-old quandary, and that is there are more people right now in need for help and less people able to help. So there are more seekers and less helpers due to circumstances beyond their control, like layoffs, short work weeks, and workplace closures. So what we want to make sure is the needs, the basic needs, are being met so that folks can get the help they need, especially those that have never had to navigate these before. Is your gift of value? Absolutely. When we live and give United, we no one is held for the total burden. When we share, many hands make light work, and it makes our gift go even further. If you think about it, if you give a little bit, and it makes big change in St. Clair County. With that, I want to turn it over to Cindy Rourke, Citizens Review Chairperson and Board Member. Thank you.
Thank you, Brent. The Citizens Review Committee, and we go by the acronym CRC, is a system of local citizen controls for allocating funds and/or resources to meet community service needs as prioritized by the CRC in partnership with the United Way Board. The CRC operates with the highest of integrity. There's a process that we follow when we receive program requests, and it goes as follows. Usually we receive a program request by an organization, and when we receive it, the organizations are vetted by CRC first to assure that they meet the standards and requirements as set forth by United Way and its board. Then each individual request is reviewed by the CRC, and we look at what is the purpose of the request, what is the impact of the program going to be on the community, what are the financials of the organization, what's the budget for the program request, what performance indicators do they state that they're going to meet with this program. And we look at other factors also. Once we have reviewed all of this information, then the CRC votes to make a recommendation to the board to either fund it or not. And then the board is responsible for making the final determination to fund the program or not. There are 4 review panels that we use to kind of categorize where the requests will fall. And the first one is helping adults through education and training. And an example of this is the Touch-Tone Services psychosocial programming for uninsured adults recovering from psychiatric disorders. The second panel is the improving quality of life through health and advocacy. And some examples of the programs we have funded are the Catholic Charities Mental Health Counseling Program, the People's Clinic Medication Assistance Program, ARC's Advocacy Program, and also from visiting nurses, their subsidized care and their subsidized hospice home care. The third panel is reducing the need for emergency services. And examples there are the Blue Water Safe Horizons Emergency Shelter for Domestic and Sexual Abuse Victims. Harbor Impact Ministries provides food, clothing, cleaning supplies, and other items for those in need, and especially those it covers in the southern and western parts of the county. The fourth panel is teaching youth life skills, and examples are financial assistance for the program costs for the Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, and ARC's Inclusive Youth Social Recreation Program. This past winter, CRC reviewed 27 programs that were submitted by 19 organizations. CRC has also been involved in United Way's response to the COVID pandemic. In March, the board jumped right on it when they sensed that there were going to be some real issues in the community with the pandemic and the stay-at-home order. So in March, they allocated funds from its emergency needs area. To date, the CRC has reviewed 12 requests and 6 have been funded. Examples are the United Way has provided food through 6 food trucks that have been dispersed throughout the county, and these trucks will feed 4,831 individuals in 1,536 households. 172 volunteers helped with getting the food materials into the cars of the individuals. Be Warm Helping Hands was awarded funding to help with increased costs for food, cleaning, and paper products during the stay-at-home order. Catholic Social Services was given funding to help implement telecounseling services. Tri-Hospital EMS received funding for UV disinfectant equipment for their ambulances. And Mid-City Nutrition was given monies to purchase paper products to provide takeout services to their clientele. And now I would like to turn it over to Danny Nagan, President of the United Way Board.
Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that. I'm truly honored to be here. I've been, now this is my 16th year being affiliated with the United Way of St. Clair County, and I've been blessed to be able to serve in many different capacities. I started on the CRC, serving the special needs panel, then was tapped to lead the CRC for a few years. I've spent time when I transitioned to the board of directors as the assistant treasurer of the organization. So you sit on the finance committee, and now today, in serving, this is my second year as the president of the board. I guess the word that I would have for our organization is pride. Watching our organization over the years play its role in our community as the main, in my opinion, the main funder and provider of the health and human services space in our county, providing critical need that Cindy eloquently laid out for all of us, of all the different programs and all the different partner organizations that we team up with to fund for need in our community. But nobody ever foresaw a pandemic hitting, and the way that we have been able to respond as an organization, as a part of the greater community and the greater county, was truly one of pure grit and resolve and dedication to the role that we serve. And with that, I have nothing but pride and thankfulness and gratefulness for all of our stakeholders, from our staff to our affiliated organizations, and mainly to our donors. Over the last 90 plus years, the power of the single dollar of donation was really able to provide a heck of an impact for our community. Our board was able to move quickly to take money that we had on the balance sheet, ready for something like this that we didn't know what could happen, but we were well positioned to be able to respond. And thankful for our CRC and the dedication of our volunteers in our CRC to be able to act quickly to review all of the different requests that came in for funding, but for us to be able to provide food for people who needed it, to provide safety equipment for people who needed it, for us to be able to partner in all the different ways that we were, was truly United Way of St. Clair County and its stakeholders at our very best. And with that, I have nothing but thankfulness for everyone. And the message for today is, with this community campaign, is we simply can't do it without our volunteers and our donors. The power of the single dollar is what has helped build an infrastructure and an organization that can respond in critical times, in standard times and in critical times. And with that is a great amount of resolve and a great amount of impact that our United Way of St. Clair County was able to have for very many residents. And so for that, again, we sit here today thankful, grateful, and very much excited for the future of where we can take this campaign and where we can take our United Way moving forward. As a board, we are trying to address the needs with our CRC that is happening right now. Our biggest concern going into this campaign is, what will be the need that we don't know about? What will be the need that will have lasting and staggered impact from COVID-19 that will impact our residents? As people are slowly getting back to work, what will be the need for services, for help, for utilities, for rent assistance, for things that, yes, again, we can't foresee. And so as part of the community campaign, we really want to enlist ideas and counsel and thoughts from our donors. We want to hear from you. We really want to know what you're seeing in the community, what your vision and what your concerns are of areas that maybe we can't see as an organization. And we're asking you as donors to join us in that effort to try to identify areas that we can't quite yet know. And so we would like to encourage you all to please share your thoughts and concerns of different needs that might happen across our county. There's a number of different ways that you can do that. The first is you can call us at 810-985-8169. The second is you can reach out to us via email, and we will provide that email link for you at unitedway@uwstclair.org. And lastly, if you want, you can also leave us a message in the chat function if you're live today, and we will be able to catalog those as well. We are truly a blessed community because it's our community that built our United Way to take care of these times in standard and in critical nature. And it's only together will we succeed as one organization. So with that, I want to thank everyone for your time today. Bill, I'll hand it over to you.
Danny Dagan, thank you so much. He is the board president for the United Way of St. Clair County. And thank you for all your time. And thanks Cindy Rourke as well, who we heard from earlier, as well as Brent Gillette for their time this evening, talking about the United Way and this, what no doubt will be a very hard campaign as we get through the next year. As was mentioned, if you would like to support the United Way of St. Clair County, but might not be interested in volunteering, we ask you to please consider contributing to help us reach our goal of helping some 15,000 St. Clair County residents. And as Danny noted, we value your feedback. We truly do. We need to hear from you to find out just exactly what might be needed out there that we don't know about. Leave us an email. United Way at uwstclair@clair.org. That's United Way at uwstclair.org. So we can get back with you and find out just exactly what some of the needs are here in St. Clair County. And as Danny noted, we have a website, social medias like Twitter, Facebook, all available on the screen that you can contact us through. I want to thank you for your time this evening, everybody that's listened either live or after we have recorded this, and certainly thank you for your time for listening to us. Again, if any questions, give us a call. Thank you. Good night.